All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Dirty 30 podcast. As you can see, we're missing a member, but we got ourselves a little guest host today, Kyle Rademacher. What's up, dude?
Oh, just living life out in Colorado, waiting for the season to start.
Oh yeah. Getting eager or what?
Oh yeah, we're getting ready for the Let's Ride Broncos.
I see you're rocking your Baker Mayfield jersey. So
I did go vintage today. I figured it was before the season podcast, so we can talk about past players and teams.
perfect. Well, on today, we're just gonna kind of jump into the AFC. So last week we talked NFC. This week we're gonna talk AFC, just players we like, dislike, breakouts, confusing players again. So our intro, we are 11 days from the draft. And it's kind of crazy to think about, isn't it? 11 days. I don't know. It seems like
Love it. We're almost there.
I know we're doing it a little early this year, but it's almost like, I don't know, sneaking up on me a little bit.
I need it. It's driving me nuts. I need to start drafting.
Me too, man. August 21st, Tanner's Place, 8 p.m. Bring your own beverage, bring your own food. I got the cheat sheets, and we're gonna use Dev's crazy awesome board again this year. So
Jealous I don't get to see it in person.
Next year, buddy. Next
I
year.
know, man. I know. Next year we'll shoot.
Bring it out to Colorado.
We'll shoot for a Saturday. We'll get it started a little earlier again next year. Couple changes this year. We moved the trade deadline up to week 12. I can't remember if it's before or after week 12. We'll have to double check that. And then a couple things that we talked about during the group chat. The IR spot did change a little bit, right? We can't put players that are out into the IR, just IR eligible. Just, hey, he has a significant injury, he's on IR. Or if there is a COVID IR this year, that's also eligible for IR. I honestly don't know their COVID IR rules. I don't know if either you two do, but that was a change that we made. And then playoffs are just going to stay the same too. That was another group chat decision. Eric brought up something weird at the end of last year, and I couldn't remember what it was. So we're going to keep playoffs the same as well. So any thoughts about either of those, boys?
I'm happy they're staying the way they are because I'm pretty sure I got burned one year being a top seed playing against some seed I shouldn't have or whatever. So let's keep it the same way.
I remember that. Yeah, I think.
It is what it is. That totally works for me.
Yeah. Yep, and less work for me, so works for me also. So I'll start us off here.
Actually, Maddie, I know this is a little off script, but I was wondering if I could step in for a second here.
Oh, Lays, please do, my man.
I have some chaos that I wanted to kickstart us off with.
Oh my!
I was kind of wishing that Christian was going to be here for it, but that's okay.
What do you got, buddy?
Best thing to do is start off the show with a trade that has gone down.
Oh my!
Yes. Do you have any guesses on what the trade might be?
Oh, did you go up to the number one spot?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know, buddy.
It does involve the first round.
Oh, Lays.
Najee Harris will be going back into the player pool.
Whoa.
Interesting.
I will be getting Christian McCaffrey.
Damn you.
A 10th round pick and a 15th round pick. And in return, I'm giving Derek a 3rd round pick, a 7th round pick, and an 11th round pick.
Wow.
Do with that what you will. We've been chatting for the past week or so, trying to figure something out. And I needed CMC, so
I love it, buddy.
That's what we decided.
Right there.
I love it, buddy. You're gonna have to hit me up with the details afterwards. I can't.
Yeah, I know. I got everything.
I don't think I got it all, but you're now keeping CMC. You're now keeping CMC in the first, correct?
Yep. CMC will go off the board with my 1st round pick, the 10th pick.
Okay. Najee's going back.
Najee's getting thrown back.
Okay, and then 3 picks are being swapped.
2 picks, 2 to 3, wasn't it?
I get CMC a 10th and a 15th.
Yeah.
And Derek gets a 3rd, a 7th, and 11th.
Yes.
So picks need to be the same, though, correct? is kind of the issue. So Derek's now getting a extra pick.
So
Really?
one extra roster spot.
So you guys will have to hash that one out.
Damn. So I need to get an extra pick or Derek needs an extra pick?
You
You-
do.
you
'cause
either
you're getting
need-
up 3.
You either need to get an extra pick or give up one less pick.
Huh. All right. We'll figure it out.
do you want to start this over?
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's still gonna go through. We'll figure something out.
Sounds good. Yeah, picks just need to be the same. Like I get the confusion of adding.
I thought it was
adding
3 and 3,
CMC
but
to it.
now, yeah, now it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
I
talk.
I'm very intrigued though, buddy.
It was really hard to keep it a secret. And I was talking to him, I was like, I could just say it on the show. And he's like, that's a great idea. I was like, yeah, just kickstart the show off.
But,
with that.
Not a bad call.
Yeah.
oh, right, and make it simple. Like just get like a late round pick. You know, if you're
Well, I already got the 15th. So.
right, add the 14th,
Later than that.
add the 14th to it. You know,
Right,
clearly,
exactly.
clearly you're all right with it. You know,
Yeah,
I love
I'll
it.
talk.
I love it, buddy. I
Needed CMC.
get see it. All right. And then I suppose we'll finally figure out Derek's keepers here in the next week or so.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna keep Dobbins.
Dobbins and Debo.
That's
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Dirty. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your thing, but I really
No.
wanted
I
to
love
start
it.
with some chaos.
That is some chaos. I'm thrown for a little loop here, but I'm in. I'm into it, buddy. I love it.
Figured you'd appreciate it.
Okay. All right. I will be updating the board after this. I love it.
Maybe I should have saved it for the end of the show.
No. I love it, buddy. That's awesome. All right. I'm gonna try to transition to my AFC players that I'm going to talk about here. So the player I like coming out of the AFC is Renfro, Hunter Renfro, who's currently going wide receiver 37. I got him quite a bit higher than that. I have him like 24. Like I don't know. I understand Adams is part of the team. I just don't really care. Like the dude just dominated the last 8 weeks or so of the year. Like in comes Josh McDaniels. You know, I just don't see how he doesn't catch 100 balls. You know, so Renfro's the guy I like. Dev gave me some shit about this one that I dislike, which I'll try to explain. I don't like Michael Pittman where he's going. Right? It's not like, hey, I hate Michael Pittman. Right? I like Michael Pittman. Just a wide receiver 13 is just like, I don't know. Isn't that like the end of the second round in our league? Right?
Yep.
Right? More than likely, like he's the next guy after like AJ Brown in our league. You know, it's end of the second round, which I don't know. I got him a little bit later. I like Michael Pittman. I just don't like him at wide receiver 13. My breakout is Garrett Wilson, who's currently wide receiver 48, and just a big gap between Elijah Moore and himself. And I just don't get the gap, right? I like Elijah Moore. I like Garrett Wilson. I mean, top 10 pick for a reason. I don't understand the gap between Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson. I don't know. I just got him a lot closer, I guess is what I'm getting at. So I think Garrett Wilson is somewhat of a breakout, especially at wide receiver 48. And then the player that it just is super confusing to me is Jerry Jeudy, right? Like he super talented, just has not done it yet, right? In comes Russell Wilson. I agree that I think I like Cortland Sutton more than Jerry Jeudy, but like I don't know that either. You know, just a little confused about Jerry Jeudy. You know, I probably got him around wide receiver 25 as well. I just don't know if I like him or not, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of my players. What do you guys think?
I agree. Pittman may be a little high, but I think he does have a solid year with that quarterback upgrade and
Yeah.
not other too many mouths to
agree.
feed. If you're going to take a reach, especially in our league, you got to do that in the second round. So might be the top of his performance, but it's not. I guess I think he can live up to it too.
I agree. And if Pittman comes to me in the third, it's a smash, right? I'm sprinting up there as fast as I possibly can. It's just me nitpicking a little bit. So That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, with Judy, that is, it's confusing too, just Russ look more Sutton's way. Tim Patrick's out of the picture, so it's gotta be those two. Maybe KJ Hamler's sneaky, I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
it's right, it's okay to be confused on that one, especially, would you say 25? Was his-
Right. I mean, that's early round 4, probably in our league,
And he was
right?
out for a
Early,
few weeks last year too with a goofy injury.
Jerry Judy as your wide
So,
receiver 2, are you feeling super great about that? I'm confused. Is kind of what I'm saying. So, all right, boys, Rody or Devin, who wants to go next here?
Brody, go for it.
All right, so the first one I kind of got, since my roster, my keepers, you guys kind of talked about are Swift and Mixon. I kind of have to, I'm taking that into account with kind of how I went through and doing my likes and dislikes for the AFC. So who I liked is Brandon Cooks, going at a wide receiver 20 right now currently, but dude always just gets volume and just always performs. Last year he had 134 targets, and then the year before 119 in Houston. So you're pretty much putting in 120 targets, and at that price, it's not a bad wide receiver 2, borderline wide receiver 1 with the volume that he gets. The dislike that I have is Amari Cooper. I don't know if I want any of that Cleveland Brown passing game. I brought up Jacoby Brissett's stats over here when he was in there, and I think the most he's ever had as a starter looks to be let's see here. Like he averages 14.4 points per game as a starter. That was his highest. So how are you going to get a top, a wide receiver 2 when your quarterback's only putting out that for fantasy points, really? And majority of his points probably comes from rushing on top of that. So yeah, just kind of staying away from Cooper, especially where his asking price is going to be. My breakout is similar to you, Matt, in the Jets wide receiver room. I think Elijah Moore can kind of come up into that mid wide receiver 2 range this year. He was a stud with DK Metcalf at Ole Miss, so I think he's just every talent as DK is. So we'll see what he can do this year. I don't know if I trust Zach Wilson, but definitely the talent is there for the wide receivers. And then the one I'm just confused on is Josh Jacobs out there, and he was the workhorse back for the Gruden regime, and they fed him. But now that you get McDaniels in there and come with the Patriot way of let's feed 5 miles out of the backfield, and having Kenyon Drake and some other good running backs that are worthy of it there, I don't think he's going to be much of a RB2 this year. I would kind of fade that a little bit. So,
yeah, I
Love it.
I agree with all 4 of them, man. Like Cooper, I guarantee he falls in our draft next week.
the Kenny Galladay-esque.
Right, like round.
How far do you let him fall?
Like round 7, I'm probably still not touching him.
Yeah, that'll be tough.
Really? Right?
Yeah, I
like Amari Cooper.
I don't think I've ever even had him on. I don't think I've ever actually drafted him.
Hey, it's gonna get down to like Amari Cooper or like Drake London, and like it's a easy pick for me, But yeah, I'm with you on the Cooper thing, man. I got him way down in my rankings.
I love the Brandon Cooks. You smash that all day. Just the most disrespected receiver every year.
Right.
He still produces. Even with Davis Mills throwing on the ball, he dude just racks up numbers.
For
Yeah,
sure,
good
buddy.
picks. Loved it.
For sure. Let's hear your picks here, Dev.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. We'll stick with the theme of the Browns. My like is my guy, Nick Chubb, RB11. So I guess I kind of thought with this too, is he could actually be kind of a confusing player to people too. We don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. Does that actually help or does it hurt him? Do they lean on him more? Do defenses stack the box now because Jacoby, I don't know. The dude's a monster. So I will always be in on him, especially at RB11. The rumors with Kareem Hunt, who knows what's going on there. They said they're not going to trade him, but crazier things have happened. So again, that could just, add to him being good. Dislike, which I'm sure a lot of people would join in on me with this, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. No idea what the hell's going on with that backfield. That rookie that came in is like taking all the spotlight this year at training camp. CEH is RB28. I don't know if this is like a New England backfield where you just to stay away and just want nothing to do with it. Dude just has not really produced, but it is the Chiefs and their high scoring offense, and you want players from good offenses, so I don't know. But I'm on dislike for that. Breakout Burks, my top rookie receiver that I had personally. You can't tell me that Tennessee traded away AJ Brown, went out and got this guy, and they're not going to use him. Robert Woods coming off the ACL, good receiver, but who knows what's going to happen there. I think Burks, dude's like 220 pounds plus, and he runs 20 miles per hour and plus. The dude's just an animal. So I think big things from him, and I'm really excited to see him. So I'm going to smash that dude, especially at wide receiver 43. So confusing guy. Again, another confusing backfield. Devin Singletary, RB 33. Another good offense, but they drafted James Cook. Is he gonna waddle his way in there? Are they just gonna go with Singletary? I don't know. It's just kind of really confusing to me, and another thing that I don't know if I want any part of. He shined a little bit last year. Depends on how far he falls. So I don't know. The James Cook is even someone to worry about or not, being a rookie. Zach Moss isn't, we know that.
Finally.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I love it, man. I mean, obviously I also love Nick Chubb, and I'm gonna say I'm confused with the rest of your list. Like, not even like dislike, breakout, confused. I'm just confused about CEH and Burks and Singletary, like
It's all
I
the
don't-
confusing.
I don't know about any of them, man. Like, you got
The
more.
reports out of Tennessee with Burks just don't seem super encouraging. I agree the athlete is there, what you're saying, but as far as putting it together on the football field, Darius Hayward-Bay was a great athlete too, and it took his ass a long time to get acclimated to the NFL. So
Burks is a freak, not even worried.
Yeah.
Trust the process.
Well, and wide receiver 43, you're not taking much of a risk there. So that's for sure.
no.
So I better take even the fifth. Just to,
I know. I know.
no, I have Javante.
we-
That's six.
We know you will, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll run through Christian's list. Just even though he's not here, he'll appreciate the
We can
montage.
just
I
skip
think.
through it.
Yeah, he likes Jalen Waddle. Me too. He dislikes Brees Hall. His breakout was Sky Moore, and his confusing player was Sutton, which I'm sure is similar to my confusion on Jerry Judy there. So that's
I
kind
wonder
of
why he doesn't like Brees Hall. Just where he's
yeah. I'm
going
not.
probably.
I don't know. I'm not with him there. I'm more of a fan of Brees than him, but I don't
And
know.
then the Sky Moore a little bit. Does he just supplant Nicole as the deep threat immediately coming in as a rookie? I mean, that's I know it's a stat at wide receiver 52. It's not just an easy flyer late in the round, but as far as like maintain success throughout the whole year, he's definitely got a long road ahead of him if he's going to be that good.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's a good show, boys. I appreciate Rody stepping in here. Next week we're going to predict the first round. So we're going to take turns taking picks of like who we would select if we had that pick, and we'll have Christian drafting different spots and have me drafting different spots, and Dev apparently no longer has a first round pick. So we'll
I didn't before you.
no, you
either,
didn't.
so.
No, you didn't. That's true.
That would have been a bombshell if you dropped that next week because everybody's plans going into it would have been completely
I
changed.
don't think I could have. I thought about it when Christian said he wasn't going to jump on, and I don't know if I could have waited that long.
No, I love it, buddy. Hash it out with Dirk and get back to
No,
it.
I had texted him during the show. He said 14th is fine. He thought CMC counted for a pick, but I said I think that's the issue is that
That's the issue.
Mm.
Yep.
so
That's the issue. So
a little miscommunication. But I'll send that stuff over to you. So
sounds good, buddy. I'll send out the recording and all the updated boards, and I appreciate it, boys. We'll
thanks, guys.
see everyone here soon. Thanks again, Rody.
Yep, have a good one.